All right, so morning everybody. This is our second in-class assignment. We're here with Officer Squaw right here, and we're just here to ask some questions and get some answers about campus safety and everything that's been going on with the California wildfires. So, thank you for taking a little bit of time this morning. First thing that I'd like to ask, what is good fire safety or fire knowledge to have as a student, either just in class or on campus residence? What are some parameters you guys have in place?
So the main thing is know your exit. If you're in a dorm, know where the fire exits are. That's one thing you should check as soon as you move in. And those are posted everywhere in all lounges, all hallways, as to how to get out if there is a fire. Obviously, if you need to, break the window and get out. No candles. We have a policy of no candles. No certain appliances are allowed in dorms to keep that down. Any risk of fire. Obviously, no smoking. No smoking at all. Yeah. But just again, know how to get out. That'd be one of those things.
And just always being aware of your surroundings is helpful too. Because if you see something happening, then report it because you can prevent further things from happening. So during a fire drill, I've lived on campus, so I've experienced them. But it's just a question, what are some of the requirements for students during a fire drill? As soon as the siren goes off,
get out.
Yeah.
That'd be our biggest requirement is get out. Don't, and some students don't take it seriously and they end up, we're supposed to go through every room and make sure everybody's out. But student responsibility would be follow the rules and get out. Like I said, some do, some don't.
I've heard
be calm.
Yeah, and just get out and just get down the stairs and get out of the building and get to the designated point. Because remember, the RAs and RDs always tell you, beginning of the semester, what all the parameters are, and everything like that. So, how can this kind of goes back to your last point? How can students prevent fires on campus? And if they, how could they? Not tattle, but let people know what's the safe thing to do if they see something that could pose a fire hazard, with certain outlets or certain devices that can be plugged in the wall. What could students do?
Tell their RA if they see it. They don't have to give their name or anything. There's safety concerns on our website. If a student sees they have 82 things plugged into a, that's a problem. That's why they don't allow certain appliances. Candles, they see people burning candles all the time. So we have a safety concern on our security website that they can do it anonymously and say, hey, I saw this, doesn't matter what it is, but that would be one thing they could tell us. And then RA could go and check it, or we can.
And then the next thing that we wanted to find out, what are, in terms of campus safety and being aware of your surroundings, if we saw someone with a weapon either on campus or approaching campus, what would be the best thing to do? Would it be to, kind of get away and see if you can still see it and then report it, or just report it and just try to get away as fast as possible?
I would not recommend a student intervene, that's for sure. But if they see it, 911 works. Now that will ring into the city. And then the city will get a hold of us. 4799 is our emergency extension. Or if you have campus safety on your phone, dial us immediately. But if you actually saw somebody with a gun on campus, probably the best thing to do is call 911.
Yeah, there's just been so much stuff like that. Not just at schools, but just so much I'm not trying to get political or anything, but it's just I've really practiced being aware of my surroundings, and you never know what might happen, so it's always good to practice those safe measures.
See something, say something.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Exactly. So in terms of driving this beautiful sheet of ice that we have on the road and on all our cars, How could students be more safe on campus while driving? I mean, that could kind of,
Driving?
it sounds, or even just as a pedestrian, just it sounds kind of cliche, but like, I mean, obviously, like obeying the speed limit, that's a big thing, and then not texting, but like when it comes to like having another car come by you, it's like what could students do in order to like not nick their cars?
Slow down. I mean, that's the biggest thing we see in these parking lots, even when it's not like this. Slow down. There's people walking. There's cars backing out. There's a lot of activity in these lots. Slow down. Pay attention. Or maybe give way if you see somebody backing out of the spot. Stop. Big thing. Slow down. Pay attention. Watch. Right. Because people pop out from parked cars all the time. We have problems with these two alleys over here.
Oh yeah, that
behind Deming.
That blind spot is, and it's a tight turn too. So
slow down. Yeah, stop. That's the big thing. Slow down, people.
And I had it wasn't an incident. It was really close to an incident. I live over on Fraser Street, so I was walking up. I was walking up right by the FRC, and I was on my bike, and I could see the car. I was walking like this way, it was coming this way, and the person was texting, just blew right through the stop sign, and it just happened just like that. And if I wasn't paying as much attention as I was, it really could have been. And it really is important, just to always be aware of what's going on and pay attention and be careful. So one of the last things, are there speed limit signs on campus besides because what I was telling her earlier was like on the parking pass it says the speed limit in designated areas, but have you ever thought about putting speed bumps in popular speed areas, or just having an officer kind of linger in that area a little bit more?
We do that. We try to be proactive, and I can't tell you how many speed limit signs there are actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of hit and miss, I think. In certain lots, we don't have them in every one, but it is posted. Those are hard to enforce too.
Yes.
And it's a policy violation if you get pulled over, or if an officer talks to you.
Of course.
So I mean, they can write a ticket. But those are things that are hard to enforce. Speed bumps, we could consider that, especially in places we know where they're definitely moving pretty fast.
Yeah, right.
Some of these are city alleys still that go through here, so we have no jurisdiction over some of them.
Yeah.
Some have been vacated, some aren't, so we can't really do anything with them. They cooperated the one and put a sign up for us that said cross traffic does not stop, just to let them know, hey, that's an alley, you could get hit. So pay attention.
And I've noticed on Howard right there. There's that. I mean, every street that goes through campus that ends up on Howard has, most spots have a stop sign, but then it has that cross traffic does not stop, and I feel like that helps a lot, because as I'm walking by, I see people come to a screeching halt because they don't know if they're going to stop or not. But like that definitely helps, like bring down the potential for incidents and everything like that.
Kind of wakes them up.
Yeah.
Says, whoa.
Yeah, it's like I should probably stop.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I think that's all we need. So just wanted to say thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks.
And